local astronomer has a problem with too many telescopes. He can't get his car into his garage anymore, and he's trying to get rid of some equipment. He's got an Edge HD 11-inch that I am pretty interested in. We're going to go meet him up north, and it's about an hour drive north of here. We're going to go check it out. And he's actually letting me borrow it for a while and take it for a spin and see what I think. Apparently it's been down the hill a few times, so we're going to see if it's salvageable and see if we can do something with it. Okay, this is my buddy Joe. He's a local Michigan astronomer, and he's got a problem: too much gear. I guess you can't get your car into your garage anymore.
You're exactly right. Yeah. It's been a few years actually, probably 2 years.
Okay, so he's trying to get rid of some gear, and he's got this Edge HD 11 that I thought was really interesting, but you got a story behind it, I guess.
Yeah. So about in 2017, I had seen early in the year, like in the wintertime, a guy had an observatory, and he wanted to get rid of a mount. I was looking for the mount. Well, he had bought apparently the whole package, CG Pro and this OTN. When I got there, I saw a neglected observatory.
Oh yeah.
This had a hyperstar on it, dew shield. Never covered it up.
Oh no.
There was those paper wasp ball nests in the dew shield, about this big up, over half the obstruction. Rats
taken over by nature. Huh?
Yes, rats had lived on the protector plate.
Oh dear.
So I took all the neglected stuff as part of the deal.
Right.
And it's been sitting. I worked on it. So you're going to see the corrector. It's one of these projects. I got it not intending when I gone to this observatory to do it, but I hated to see this stuff just trashed.
Right.
And there's some stuff that I got rid of right away. Some stuff I trickled on. This was as well as the hyperstar. I kept it until this year, and then I realized I'm never going to finish it.
Right.
I have other interests in general at this point.
Yeah.
And this is just on the back burner. And I finally said, let's just put it out there.
Right.
And that's why I said, you take it.
Right. Yeah.
You try it, and then you at least have the standard of comparison.
Right,
You're out
we can,
nothing. There's no risk to you.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we'll take it for a spin and see.
Okay.
Let me.
Yeah. So
what do the optics look like?
that's what I want to
on
show
this
you.
guy?
Because you have one, so you know what they're supposed to
Right.
look
I know
like.
what they're supposed.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
Okay.
No, we can work with
There's
that.
some sleeks
Right.
in it, but no. Yeah, you're probably going, oh, what am I getting into?
Yeah.
I don't
I
quite
pictured
get
a
it.
rat actually inside of it.
No.
Maybe.
Now, what
okay.
happened? I mean, I know quite a bit about telescopes. I've had many, as you know, many of them.
Right.
Anyone that's from Michigan and been in the hobby a long time knows who I am.
Right.
But, full disclosure, so you know exactly what you're getting. Let me just look in here again. This has been out, and I had this out a few different times for various reasons when it was repainted. Yeah, here. This is exactly what I show you. The secondary mirror. I think it should be recoated, but you can clean it. You can see there's kind of a weird,
yeah, it's got like a haze on it
got
there.
But
Yeah.
will it work? Now, probably you'll never notice it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Now, did you try to clean that
Yes.
off?
And it kind of clears off, and then it kind of comes.
Okay.
But honestly, that's cheap to recoat.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
not-
I could.
It's the corrector I'm most concerned with.
Right.
Because it's been a long time, I'm kind of paranoid that I took it out one of the last times because I was really meticulous the first time.
Right.
But by the time the third or fourth time, I know that the corrector is in the right orientation. But I am paranoid that did I put the secondary bag in the? I think so.
Well, it's got a pin on it, doesn't it?
Yes, but I've had the total secondary off.
Oh,
of the
gotcha.
corrector.
So it might be the screws on it.
Or it could be rotated. What I
Right.
would think you want to do is, well, first of all, look through it and see how it performed. When I looked at it once or twice, maybe when I first fixed it a couple of years ago, and then this year when I said, well, maybe I got to get rid of the thing, I looked at it again.
How did the donut look? Did it look good?
As far as
Like when you were collimating and the
what do you mean the star test? You mean
Yeah.
it looked reasonably good. Not even reasonably good. But it seemed dimmer. But there's nothing here that should make it look dimmer. You know what I mean? There's
right.
not,
Unless it's like fogged up in the corrector on
in
the back
element,
of it.
and
or
when you
something.
can see it, it looks fine. I looked at that as well. So the truth is, it was probably a hazy night. And I'm coming from 22-inch Dobbs visually I've been using.
Right, yeah, you
and
get
I
a little
haven't been
spoiled
looking
with
from
that.
these,
Yeah.
and I small refractors, but I expected
Right.
more. And so the reality is, you try it.
Yeah, we'll take it for a test drive and see what we think. And
Yeah. I mean,
I'm actually, I think that looks a lot better than I was expecting it to look. Actually, the way you were talking about it, I figured, I don't know, someone had dropped it and it was
no. But everything that I had done to it, like the paint job, but it's a pearl white. Honestly, I like this color better than the original color. To be honest, it looks more astronomy to me.
Right.
But I restuck these on, but there's nothing. It's
Nothing
a scope
that the
partially,
untrained eye is going to say, wow, there's something wrong with this thing.
Bingo.
Right.
The inside, if you look, it's got like streaks. I was going to reflat.
It looks better than the inside of mine. Spiders had gotten into mine and filled the whole thing up with webs.
Okay,
and I was
so
like,
you
oh
know
my
that
gosh.
story. Well,
Yeah.
The last time, and I could kick myself, when I had it open, probably the winter time, I had gotten something on it. I'm trying to remember what it was from. I had to clean something off inside. It was
Right.
and a little smudge. So I said, well, I'm going to get in there. And I used acetone. Big mistake.
Yeah,
because it kind of streaks all over the place.
Yeah.
So it needs to be reflat blacked. Or what I was going to actually order was some flocking from Protostar.
Right,
Just
yeah.
that on the board, it's like,
Right.
you know what I'm talking about? They call it flocking board.
Right.
And it has kind of spring action. I was going to do that. And then you know what I said? I said, that's the next person's.
Right. Okay, so I had forgotten to mention in all the rest of the videos that the problem with the scope was that it had some kind of bizarre oily coating over all of it. I don't know if the first owner smoked or had a burn barrel nearby or something. It had some kind of blue hazy oil all over it, and that took a lot of cleaning to get off. But eventually, after some careful cleaning, it worked really well. So the problem that Joe was talking about with the low brightness had to do with it having crap all over it. Thanks, honey.
You're welcome.
But yeah, it's working great now. Hey, so I've been working with the Edge HD 11 for about 2 weeks, and it's been a learning experience. I am not used to a telescope this big. It takes a long time to cool down. So I've just been keeping it outside, and that's helped tremendously. If you get an 11 or a 14 inch, you're going to want to just keep it outside. Also, it is an enormous hunk of aluminum. So as the temperature drops in the evening here, that tube shrinks dramatically and you will lose focus rapidly. We're dropping a few degrees every hour, and I'm going to have to refocus like every 30 to 45 minutes. That's why I installed this little guy here, the Celestron motorized focuser. I've just started playing with it. I just got it working. So I'm going to try it out tonight. But my initial results have been great. I've just been using my Orion 50mm guide scope. I'm not ready to go off axis yet. We've been using the regular guide scope, and at 2800 millimeters, it was guiding pretty well. It was at like 0.3 arc seconds per pixel on the 7D Mark II, and I got a really nice picture of the Running Man. I'll show you that in a second. Okay, back in the office here because I wanted to show you a few things. I've got my system. I can connect to my computer from in here. I can connect to my laptop from in here and control the telescope. And I just wanted to show you how slick this autofocus or this motorized focuser is from Celestron. It's not the nicest thing in the world. It's not. It was like $200. It wasn't super expensive. But it's pretty accurate here. So now I've got it set to take out backlash. So every time you hit it, it goes past that point and then approaches focus from the correct direction. APT has the settings in there to do that. The scope has cooled off quite a bit, so I was out of focus. I was in focus before, but you know, it drops a couple degrees and all of a sudden you're out of focus again. But anyways, that's pretty close. So we're at 20,160, and you can just put in, you know, like a random number. So 20,160. Don't let me forget that. So let's go to 15,000. 20,160. 20,160. So we'll go way out of focus, and then we will punch in that number again, and you can see, I'll show you how accurate it is. So 20,160. Go to, and I was really impressed for, you know, it was $200, you know, and that's expensive, but it's not like $1,000 like one of those moonlight crawlers. And that's right where it was before. That's pretty good. So, you know, if I make a big spreadsheet of where it needs to be at what temperature, I should be able to completely automate everything. So that'll be nice. But yeah, the first picture I did, I'll go ahead and exit this out. The first picture I did with that scope was the Running Man. And this is it. Came out pretty good. This is only like 5 hours of integration, not super deep look, but yeah, it's good. This is at, you know, 2300 millimeters, completely uncropped on an APS-C size sensor, with a regular guide scope. You can see the stars are a little bit elongated here, so not perfect. That's easy to fix. Also, I could probably tweak my settings in PhD2 a little bit. But overall, I'm really happy with that. For my first image with the Edge HD11, came out good. So yeah, the scope is awesome. Don't forget, live stream coming up for Mars next week. Join me for that. That's going to be fun. Hopefully, a lot of people show up and we get the chat going. You know, if it's just us staring at a planet, you know, that's whatever. It's cool, but it's not like a bunch of people talking. So anyways, clear skies.